darlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess with Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you so very much for coming back to watch another one of my videos. If you've been watching my content for a while and haven't subscribed yet, please take the time out to hit the subscribe button to support my work, my channel, so I can keep this going. I would greatly appreciate it. And for those who are my Capella members, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and your support. I cannot thank you enough for all that you do for me, for my work, for my channel. I'm greatly, greatly appreciative. I want to mention that I am offering 50% off all of my services, to include the twin flame readings, the compatibility charts, the birth charts, the coaching sessions, whether it's half an hour, an hour. Everything is 50% off. Just use the coupon code CYBER50 at checkout. You can use it as many times as you want. You can book the services in advance. And you have until December 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to utilize the discount. All right. If you want to check out the memberships, wait till the end of the video to learn more about them, or you can do so now by checking the description box below and clicking on the membership link that I have there. So you can get my bonus content. You have access to a free mobile app where all the bonus content is there. Live members, only readings, stuff like that. Go check that stuff out. Also, there will be an extended for the video here. So if you want to view the extended reading for this, check out the description box below. There are instructions there. I also offer a subscription to allow you to access all of my extendeds unlimitedly. All right, so you can check that out down there too. All right, guys, with that being said, I wish you a wonderful week. Let's get into your reading. Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. How are you? I hope you are well. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving if you celebrated it. I know I did. We are now in the Christmas season, as you can obviously tell. I've got my Christmas decks out, so I'm excited about that. There will be an extended for this video if this resonates with you, okay? I'll give more information on that later, or you can already look at the description box below for information how to access the extended video. All right, so we're going to see right now what you need to focus on, what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth, because that is what this is about. We're then going to get guidance from Spirit how to best navigate these energies, and then we're going to get your wellness tip of the week, okay? So, King of Cups, okie dokie. What you need to focus on is balancing your emotions, Aquarius. Doing things that you love to do artistically, creatively, tapping into your creative talents, painting. I was going to say swimming. That's not a creative talent. Well, it could be. Water energy. Maybe somebody likes swimming. Painting, drawing, music, composition, playing an instrument, writing a song, something like that. Utilizing your creative talents to create something like jewelry or woodwork, or I don't know, building an instrument, building cars. I don't know what this is, okay? There's something creative here that you guys need to be focusing on. This is also focusing on mastering your emotions, on mastering unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, understanding that your spiritual state is more important than your material state. That living a life spiritually is going to be more fulfilling and more rewarding for you. This is understanding that through pain and suffering comes great wisdom. And I've been saying this in the other air sign readings, okay? So, for you, Gemini, this is for Aquarius. You may have Gemini in your chart, you're dealing with Gemini. For you, Aquarius, this is about healing through utilizing those creative talents that you possess, okay? There's something therapeutic that comes with that, right? I know for some of you, you may be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I know that for a lot of us, music really heals the soul. Okay, I know it's done so for me ever since I can remember. I would always bring my boombox into the shower every time I would take a shower since I was, what, 5 years old? I incorporate music into my everyday life. Okay, so there's something here about not just with music, but tapping into something creative that can really help you to calm down, that can really help you to be at peace with yourself. I'm hearing getting the creative juices flowing, okay, Aquarius, but this is more of, this is going to help you more with whatever it is that you're dealing with. It could be some sort of anxiety, stress that you're dealing with. See, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, that type of energy, 8 of Swords, overworking yourself. It's about getting to an emotional state of peace, of balance here, having the head-heart balance, removing yourself away from drama, okay? If you are really suppressing your emotions and you're not letting them out, you're not telling people how you feel, or you're not tapping into those creative abilities that you have, or doing something that helps you to balance yourself out emotionally, what's going to happen is you're going to get caught up in the drama is going to find you, Aquarius. So if you're not trying to balance your stuff out, don't expect everything in your household or everything around you to be in a stable state. Okay, so there's something here about really expressing yourself through some sort of creative endeavor to get frustrations out, to get whatever it is out. Okay, use your creative talents. Don't start utilizing your words harshly and start chopping people's heads off like the Queen of Swords, or you being very rigid and very stern and very critical and very like controlling. There's something with letting go of that energy right there to help you to be in a more emotional state of peace. There's also some of you, either you're being called to be counselors, or you are a counselor already. Okay. This could also be a way for some of you to use creative methods to counsel people. That's for a smaller group of you. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. There's some programming here that you guys need to release. Some self-limiting beliefs, some societal conditioning. Some of you have gotten caught up on. Now, there's for somebody here, you are utilizing the traditional method with regards to helping people heal, to help counsel people. What I'm hearing is that some of you need to focus on stepping outside of the box. There's something here, instead of doing the traditional way of counseling, the traditional way of healing, you have something about you. There's like this intuition that is really on point here. Something creative that you possess that you can incorporate into the work that you do. Okay? You do not have to do exactly how everybody does whatever it is that you're doing. This is for some of you, not for all of you, right? There's something here that you are continuously doing because it's based off what everybody else is doing. Societal conditioning, the programming, the rule set. It has to be done by this. You have to follow these amendments. You have to follow these rules. You have to follow the tradition. You have to follow whatever. I'm getting very strongly for others of you. You've got to follow your heart. You've got to do something more creative with this. Okay. That's for those of you who are resonating with that part, because that's not going to fit everybody. For others of you, this is working with a counselor, someone who's very forgiving, who's very compassionate, who's very wise, who's very intuitive. They don't cast judgment on people. They are able to pick up on other people's feelings here. This could be a call for some of you to work with somebody like this. A spiritual teacher, spiritual leader, someone who is very intuitive, but who also teaches. Again, when I talked about spirituality, this is what a lot of you are being asked to focus on. spiritual bliss is more important than material bliss, okay? And maybe some of you are being asked to work with a spiritual mentor here to help you to get more into balance, to help you to tap into your intuition, to tap into your creative abilities, to help you to master your emotions, to not get caught up in the drama and all the chaos and all this crazy stuff in your life, okay? Somebody who will help you to follow your divine guidance, to help you trust your intuition more. Now, for those of you who are being called to be these intuitive healers or counselors, whatever this is, you need to have faith in what God is calling you to do. Maybe you're being called to be that spiritual leader, that spiritual teacher, based on the gifts that you possess. And some of you, there's a little bit of hesitancy because you're thinking, am I really that gifted? Am I really that capable? Do I have that creative talent? Can I stand above the rest? Can I lead? Can I be that? Can I teach wisdom through my creative gifts? Something along those lines. And you guys are some of you are kind of hesitant on that, but you're being called for something greater, Aquarius, and you've got to have faith in this. You got to trust in the divine guidance that you're being given. There's also, for others of you who are already working with a spiritual mentor, teacher, someone who's very wise, who's broken away from society, right? Social conditioning, the conformities, the programming. Some of you are already working with this person. This is about trusting in what that person is teaching you, is what I'm hearing. Somebody's already gone through the pain and suffering, but they've learned to heal themselves. They focus on self-love, self-care, nurturing themselves. They learned to have compassion for themselves and others. And this person gained a lot of wisdom by healing their own heart through all the heartbreak that they went through. And now this person's teaching them what they've learned through counseling, through spiritual leadership, whatever this is, okay? So if you're already working with somebody like this, trust your intuitive hits on what this person is revealing to you, what they're teaching you. There's also, for a smaller group of you, there is someone who is in love with you very, very deeply. They have a lot of affection for you. There's a lot of love, but this person hasn't expressed it. There's a strong energy of Pisces here. So there are a smaller group of you where this person really feels, they really love people to a profound degree, more so than what other people tend to love others. And this individual is preparing themselves to let this all out. There's a very kind, generous person here. Very understanding. He listens intently to what people have to say. Thank you, Holy Spirit. My mother is saying good night, Mom. This person is, they even could be a counselor themselves. Maybe your person's already a spiritual teacher, spiritual counselor, okay? They have a lot of compassion for people. They don't like to see people suffer. This person doesn't like people to be hurt. So they listen to what they have to say. And this person is so compassionate, so giving, and so kind, that they, so nurturing, that they help inspire other people. This could be you too. But there's somebody here, though, I think it's for your person, for some smaller group of you. This person has such deep love for you, Aquarius, that you've changed the way they view marriage. You've changed the way they have the religious beliefs about marriage, about love, or whatever this is. It's like fives are about changes. Somebody here you've helped somebody overcome the challenges with programming. Because there's a strong masculine energy here with somebody who's very sensitive, somebody who's very in tune with their emotions, but they have a hard time expressing it. There's a masculine energy who was always afraid, or who was keeping their sensitivities down or keeping their emotions down because they were afraid of being judged, of being ridiculed for being in tune with their feminine side. This is a masculine person, a male here for some of you, who is in tune with their feminine side, because water is feminine energy. And he's not afraid to do that, but at times he's afraid to express that. But I always get that this King of Cups loves to express his sensitivities, how he feels through music, through song, through composition, through art, through whatever. Something creative, something of the arts. This is the best way for the King of Cups to communicate how he feels. So some of you need to tap more into that. Others of you, you're dealing with somebody who is trying to express how they feel through that. And there's something here with that social programming about how a male cannot cry, how a male cannot, do feminine things. It's bullshit, especially if they're a strong water sign. That kind of really, really messes them up in a sense, because they suppress the emotions so much that their distorted masculine energy surfaces, and that's where the anger, resentment, bitterness, the strain about keeping that in. It's like a pressure cooker. You can't keep those emotions in as much because you'll explode. So this person's finding an outlet to express how they feel for you, because there's been programming like, oh, this person can't be creative, they can't be tapping into, feminine type of things or whatever. and that's just wrong. Okay, but it looks like this person is overcoming this, and you've helped them to overcome these challenges. You're helping them to express how they feel, and they want commitment with you. They want a solid, stable relationship here, and they want some sort of traditional relationship with you, like courting, then engagement, then marriage, that type of thing. There could be something about how this person wants God to be at the forefront of this relationship, which is what a divine union is. God first, and then everybody else, right? So this King of Cups sees relationships as this, that both have to be aligned with God first before this spiritual union can happen. This divine union can happen. This King of Cups intuitively knows that they're being divinely led to you because it's a spiritual connection. It's ordained by God. Okay? So this person's getting over this hump of expressing how they feel, and they want commitment with you. Okay? Let's see what Aquarius needs to avoid. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Oh, Lord. When I say commitment, we have Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. There's definite marriage on the cards. So, this person definitely wants to marry you. And they've been holding this in for a long time. They have so much love for you that they just can't keep it in. They need to celebrate life with you. They need to express it. They need to go tell it on the mountain. There's something here about this great achievement with this Ten of Pentacles, with this person has overcome these challenges, like I said, about being in tune with their feminine side and expressing how they feel through whatever means necessary, whatever the King of Cups wants to express it, however the King of Cups wants to express it. So this King of Cups is gonna ask you to move in with him, because there's this love that they have for you. It's just they can't escape it. I'm hearing that Toto Africa song. It's gonna take me a lot to drag me away from you. And we'll get messages from your person in the extended reading to see what this King of Cups really needs to say, what he really wants to say to you. and how he really feels. Because right now he's kind of like, he's clammed up. I'm not even getting it from him. He's kind of like, Jess, I can't tell you right now. But we're going to get that in the extended. But what I do get here is this person wants a family with you. You make a house a home. They've achieved something great here. They put in a lot of hard work into being able to master their emotions, to be in tune with how they feel and to not suppress it. And because of all this love that they have, they can't keep it to themselves anymore. They want to share it with somebody, want to share it with you. And again, with that tradition here, they want a traditional relationship. They want the engagement, move in together, get married, have a family, build something masterful here, build a family legacy together. A happy, harmonious, stable home. It's the 1111 card. For some of you, you're dealing with a union, sacred union with your counterpart. Okay? 10, completion. This person has achieved something incredible here. Because for so long, they wanted a happy marriage, a happy home, a happy family. And they didn't have that. And because they didn't have it in the beginning, they just kept it to themselves. And they just said, I can't love again. I'm never going to love as deeply as I did before because I got burned. All this other stuff starts to bubble to the surface. And now this King of Cups can't deal with it anymore. And they see that with you, they can have this complete happiness, this complete joy, the harmony, the peace, the stability, this tranquility. This marriage, this connection is going to be long-standing. There's going to be some longevity here. It's also going to, there's also financial wealth that comes with this. Maybe a few of you, what I'm getting is that a few of you are marrying somebody. This is a financially beneficial marriage with this King of Cups. I was going to say with this Pisces. Because I know a couple of you are dealing with a Pisces, so. This person wants everything. They want it all with you. All of it. Because you make them feel at home. They've always, every time you were around them, Aquarius, they felt like home. You made them feel like home. This could also literally be, for some of you, that you are moving into a new home with this person. It's going to be a completely different life for you, Aquarius. But you are going to marry somebody who's going to love you like no other. Who's going to give you an incredibly happy life. You're going to be financially stable and secure with this marriage too. It's going to be a beautiful home. It's going to be a beautiful family. You're going to have it all. But the big thing here, Aquarius, is this person is going to love you like no other. And that is what's going to bring about this beautiful new life that you're about to live. I mean, it is big. There's going to be so much happiness and so much joy. I'm getting for somebody here, this might even happen like right before Christmas or around Christmas time. Okay. This person is realizing that they need to prioritize what is important for them. Adapting to changes and not being afraid of change. Being able to manage things all at once, because what I'm getting is that there's a blending of families here. Okay. And they're going to talk to you about how they're going to make this work, right? Because you could have a kid, they could have a kid, and you're trying to be juggling things, but you're going to come to terms with how you're going to balance everything out. Because you've got your priorities, your King of Cups has their priorities, and You're going to be talking about this, but what you both want is this. Marriage, moving in together, building a home together, building a family, or expanding a family, right? So there's this strong energy about, having this conversation about balancing this out. What's going to come first? What's going to be the priority now that we are coming together, now that we're moving in together? How is this? What are we going to be focusing on? What are we going to put on the back burner? What is going to be of the top most priority here? That type of thing. This King of Cups was going back and forth on this because they were afraid of change, but they're realizing that change is inevitable. Change is necessary to grow, heal, and evolve, because that's what we're here for. So this person's realizing that being happy is really important to them. It's important to you. That prioritizing self-care, self-love was supposed to be on the front burner the whole time. This person used to go back and forth. They used to oscillate between making a decision when they knew in their heart of hearts what decision they needed to make. There was an issue with this King of Cups before with following their heart, trusting and listening to their intuition, and mastering their emotions. But now this King of Cups is learning how to adapt to change. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you make a house a home. They feel like home. What is it? They feel at home when they're with you. And they haven't been able to get that from anybody else. Now, for what you need to avoid for the other group of you, there is an issue about, there's a fear of success, there's a fear of you reaching major milestones, of you being happy with pursuing your creative talents, or you utilizing your creative gifts in a different way that's non-traditional, that will benefit you more greatly than what you are doing now. Okay, so there's something about, you may be even worried about the family, about the finances, when you're pursuing something more creative, okay? Something of the arts, the music, whatever this is. You may be a little bit hesitant because there's a money issue here. You're worried about paying the bills. You're worried about paying the mortgage, your rent, whatever this is. You're worried about what the family will think. You're concerned about whether this is going to be successful, whether you're going to make money from this. Get over that, Aquarius, because at the end of the day, when you're following your passions, the creative talents that God gave you, you will always be supported one way or another. It may not necessarily mean that right away you're going to have all this money in the bank, but God does always provide. It's what I have learned too. Even in my situation, God still has provided me family, home, basic needs. Okay? Shelter. So some of you who are getting, again, you're kind of like oscillating between the idea, should I do this or should I do that? You start to do something and you pull yourself back. No, I want to do that. Nope, I'm afraid, because there's something about family influence here. There's also, when I talked about drama here with this King of Cups, you've got to really take care of yourself here emotionally, because there's some family stuff going on. There's disharmony in the home. There's an imbalance. The home is not on a solid foundation, not necessarily physically, but spiritually. Okay. There could be even some energy of divorce here with this Four of Wands. A money trap. There's something here about your intuition is telling you maybe to file for divorce. That's for one person here. Because maybe you're not working as a team. Maybe things are chaotic in the home. There's family problems. You don't have support. There's a lack of support here. People are divided in the home. Okay? There apparently, for some of you, there's no stability and there's money issues because the Ten of Pentacles is also money problems. There's family problems and there's money problems for a smaller group of you. All right? You could be dealing with somebody who's emotionally withdrawn, and it's kind of like they've got to deal with their issues and you got yours, but there's apparently this drama that's happening for some of you in the home because there's strong family energy here, there's strong home energy here, but there's also something about you feel like you're not supported because you may be doing everything, or there is some energy about you're the breadwinner. I'm hearing there's imbalance. You keep dropping the ball. You're not organized. You're trying to do one thing and the other. You're juggling too many things, and you end up doing everything, and it's causing a lot of discord in the family home, okay, or in the family period. There's family feud going on. Maybe you're always arguing. There's an issue with money here. Somebody has a fear of financial loss. Whether this is you pursuing your creative talents again, all right, and family's telling you not to do it, or they're saying, no, you can't, do this. You have to tend to me. Again, there's a lot of juggling around for some of you. You're putting yourself on the back burner, some of you, okay? And it's causing a lot of imbalance in the home here. And it's affecting the money too. There's a huge lack of support. It's like there's no family unit here. And it's funny because I was talking to my son about this, and including my own mom. Because I was telling my son, he laughs at me because I asked him to dry the dishes today. And he was like, Mom, this is child labor. And I know he's joking, but it's like, well, I tell my son, we work as a family unit. I need the support that if my mom cooked today, I did the dishes for her, and I told my son, you're going to help too. It's a family unit. So for some of you who are trying to do everything and anything, and you're putting yourself in the back burner, there's something about suppression of emotions. It's like you're about to bubble up to the surface because you're not really expressing how you really feel to the family or to your spouse or whoever this is that's causing all of this. Somebody needs to say something. Okay? There's also, with that Hierophant at the bottom, something with the marriage here. There's somebody here whose intuition is telling them this is not working out. You're not getting the support that you need from your spouse or for somebody. You're not getting help. And you're probably overworking yourself. Maybe you have your own business and it's kind of like over and over and over and over and over again, and you're about to fall apart because you can't find a balance in anything when you need to prioritize yourself first. This disorganization, you're forgetting things, you are putting things, pushing things back is what I'm hearing. You say you're going to do something and then you can't do it, and then it's like everything starts piling up, okay? You're overwhelmed. You're overcommitting yourself. You're making poor choices in health, in your family, in your home, and for yourself, okay? Your energy is all scattered here because you are juggling too many things. And you're going back and forth. And there's something here about a divorce for somebody. You're going back and forth on this. What do I do? What about the money? What about the kids? What, guys, I went through this. And I had one son at the time. God told me what to do. And I was like, oh boy, this is going to be a big change for me. However, I'm living my best life. I'm at peace. I'm following my calling. Okay. I have the support that I need right now. And for the time being, I am just waiting for God to bring me my kingdom spouse, the one that God ordained for me, the Hierophant, the connection that is spiritually guided. Because the marriage that I was in before, that's not what that was. All right. Now, there's some of you, you're overcommitting yourselves to family, to the home, or doing too much. Maybe you're putting stuff on the back burner. You're not taking care of yourself. You're not pursuing your creative pursuits, whatever, the creative endeavors. You are focusing too much on trying to make money, or you're doing all these tasks in the home, or you're overcommitting to family. Oh, hey, Aquarius, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Can you host Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas dinner and New Year's Eve and blah, 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 and whatever, right, party celebrations or something like that? Can you do all this stuff? And apparently, even with family gatherings or something, guys, you're putting in all the work. And nobody's helping you out. Aquarius, you gotta stop doing that. Because it's wearing you out. You've gotta do you. And apparently, you're probably doing this to avoid drama, but look what you're doing to yourself emotionally, Aquarius, by you not taking care of yourself first. Prioritizing you, investing in you, time, energy, money. Okay, there's too much investment, too much doing stuff for other people, for the home, for family. And you probably do this again because you don't want to tell people exactly what's going on with you. You just let it slide, and then it gets worse, and it gets worse, and it gets worse. You're going to explode. There's so much pressure you can take, Aquarius. There's only so much pressure you can take. I think I said that correctly. Something's got to give, Aquarius. And I know for some of you, this is a little bit hard to hear because you're kind of used to doing everything, but you really, really, really got to be careful with your emotional state, your well-being, your health, all of that stuff, okay? All right, let's go see why the King of Cups is here. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Syrians, please reveal, testify if I understood. Why is the King of Cups here? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Two of Swords. You're avoiding the truth, Aquarius. You can't avoid this truth any longer. This could also be for your person. Somebody's trying to avoid something. Avoid speaking their truth, expressing how they really, really feel. And this doesn't have to be just about love, Aquarius. It could be like telling the family, look, I'm tired of doing everything. I can't stay organized. I can't do what I want to do. I can't keep up with everybody. I need you guys to help out. I'm channeling that for somebody here. You can't avoid the truth any longer, Aquarius, because this is really, really going to get worse. And you know it. There's something here about with that spiritual guidance, right? That spiritual teacher advisor who's very intuitive, very psychic. Somebody has been telling you, whether it's me or somebody else, that warning, warning, warning is what I'm hearing, because these are warning signs. These are red flags, okay? Caution. You have been continuously told over and over, Aquarius, what is best for you and what is not. And some of you are not heeding the guidance, and that's okay. I can't beat you guys up. I can't. If you're here for a reason, you're trying to overcome some sort of issue here, you're being given the guidance, but some of you are just not hearing it because you don't want to listen. You're avoiding the truth of the situation, and I know this is hard, Aquarius, but trust me when I tell you, this is for your spiritual growth. This is not fortune telling. I'm not going to tell you, hey, Aquarius, everything's all fine and dandy. This is why I get 2 groups in every reading that I do. A smaller group of you are coming into some amazing shit. Okay? The others of you, it's kind of going down south. And that's the reality of it all, okay? You got to face reality, Aquarius. You can't put your head in the sand anymore. You've got to express how you feel. You are going to blow up. You're going to burst. You can't keep those feelings in anymore. And this is for your person here, your Pisces, your water sign, or whoever this King of Cups is for you. This person has to trust their intuition and stop hesitating with communicating how they feel. Avoiding speaking their truth. There's throat chakra issues here that this King of Cups has had. Now, I did say this King of Cups, he can't express it verbally, but he's excellent at expressing it in different ways. Somebody does not have to tell you how they feel about you with words specifically. Okay? Now, some of you are having a hard time. Maybe write a letter. Write a poem to your spouse, your family, or whatever. Do something creative to help them tell you, hey, I have a problem here. I'm dealing with something. I need some support. I need some help. This could even be you asking a spiritual teacher, advisor, a psychic, whatever, for help. I think Libra got that same message. Okay? You can't avoid the situation anymore, Aquarius. And your person can't avoid this anymore either. They can't hold their feelings anymore. Maybe your person is dealing with family problems. There's issues. Kids, ex-spouse or something. Or they're going to tell you that they couldn't commit to you. They had a hard time telling you how they felt because of all the drama that they went through within the divorce. Something with maybe their ex-spouse married them for money, or they took all their money in the divorce, or whatever this is, right? Going bankrupt, losing a lot of money, financial loss in the divorce, something like that. And they're afraid to tell you because they're afraid of what you may think. But for those of you who are in your divine energy, you're not going to worry about what this person has to say to you, nor are you going to judge them. You're going to have compassion for this person because this King of Cups is dealing with a lot. Either way, Aquarius, you can't avoid this anymore. Your intuition has been telling you a lot too, not just by what you're getting in my readings or other readings or anybody else's counsel. You've been given a lot of guidance, a lot of wisdom. You've been given a lot of advice here. And some of you are not taking it. When you know you're going to have to do things the hard way to get yourself into a happier state. 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Gemini had this for the bottom of the deck too, which is probably why I said Gemini at the beginning of the reading. Lack of equal give and take. You're not getting the support that you need. There's some sort of financial imbalance here that's being that's coming up in this reading. And for those of you who are doing too much for family or doing too many things in the home, you're not prioritizing you first. You need to learn to receive, Aquarius. You got to do what's right for you first. There is a thing as unhealthy selfishness. You have to prioritize yourself first. Okay? If you can't take care of you, how are you going to take care of everybody else? How are you going to take care of your home? How are you going to try to help take care of other people, family members, right? There's got to be a balance here. There's so much balance with the 2, balance with the 4, even balance with the 10, stability, balance with the 6 here. Find a place of balance, Aquarius. If you know you're getting crumbs, or you know you're getting very little in return, you need to say something about it. And the others of you, you're giving too much. It's time to get back to you, Aquarius. There's also, for the others of you, this King of Cups is really trying to have their heart communicate with their head so that they can speak their truth. They may have been avoiding you for quite some time, Aquarius, because they know very well that you gave a lot to them. You were there for them. You gave them advice. You gave them counsel. You were compassionate. You were understanding. You were very forgiving. And you gave and you gave and you gave until you couldn't give anymore. And this person's like, oh my gosh, I'm not getting from Aquarius anymore. You pulled yourself back. And now that this person has seen the truth about you, they've been hesitant to express how they feel to you because they didn't give that back to you in return. There's something here about a King of Cups who was promising you things. Maybe they were going to give you counsel, advice. Maybe they were like, I'm your friend first and foremost. I'm here for advice. I'm here for counsel. I'm here to be a shoulder to cry on. But they didn't do that. But you were there for them. And this person's like, oh shit. I gotta give back. Because that person was genuinely honest, was genuinely kind and generous. And now this King of Cups is going to do just that. But they're going to do more than what you gave them. This is very similar to Gemini's reading. They're going to be showering you with gifts. They're going to be very generous and very kind. This person loves you so much because you've changed them. You've changed their heart. You've changed the way that they view marriage, religion. You've helped them to love again. You've helped them to be in tune with their emotions, to understand what true unconditional love is, what compassion is, what forgiveness is. You've taught this person that through pain and suffering comes great wisdom. And that it's always beneficial to express how you feel and not keep it in all the time. So the generosity and kindness of this King of Cups, it's going to be big because this person is going to help you financially. I talked about a financially beneficial marriage. There's definite marriage here. We saw the Hierophant too. This person definitely wants to marry you. They want to give you the world. They're going to help you out financially. They could very well, they want to marry you so that they can benefit, you can benefit from the family business, from maybe they have a family counseling business, or they're going to have you join them in their family business, or they have inherited a lot of money. Okay, they inherited a home. They inherited I heard severance. Inherited a windfall of money, something from the estate. Okay. There's something about this King of Cups inheriting a lot of stuff. Okay. So they want, or they have all this money. They want to buy you a home. They want to pay off your debt. They want to pay all these things for you. This King of Cups, here's another expression of their love, not just through song and creative ideas. Maybe they also express it by giving you tangible things, but this is not to control you. This King of Cups has a very different love language than you do, Aquarius. Not everybody has the same love language. And this King of Cups, their love language is gift giving. They are definitely going to shower you with gifts. The home, paying off your debt, buying a car, whatever this is. You're not going to have to worry about money ever again, for whoever this is for. 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Holy Spirit, please clarify the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. This is similar to Gemini's reading. 5 of Wands and the Chariot. Wow, guys, go watch Gemini's. Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Wands. There's another 10. Completion. Okay, for the other group where this person is going to ask you to marry them, they just love you so much because they know that you're going to make their house a home. They're going to ask you to move in with them because their home's just like, it's not the same without you in it. Engagement. A fresh start. This King of Cups wants a fresh start with you. They're really going to go for it. They can't avoid this any longer because I said they're going to pop. This has been coming up for months now, Aquarius, where this King of Cups is going to explode. God has presented them this opportunity to take action and just do it. God's like, here it is, King of Cups. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. I said inspiration. This King of Cups has been greatly inspired by you. You light them up. And God is now presenting them with the opportunity to take action, to move towards you. This could be about travel, relocation. Maybe moving to where you are. They're going to ask you to move to where they are. Oh God, I just heard you're going back to where you came from. That's for somebody specific. 5 of Wands. They want to make amends. They want to clear the air. They want to compromise with you. And I talked about the discussions about how are we going to prioritize this? How are we going to balance this out? You got priorities. I got priorities. We're going to blend our families. We're going to move in together. How are we going to go about doing this? That type of thing. Compromise. Finding common ground. This person wants to stop fighting this. They don't want to argue anymore. They don't want to beat themselves up anymore about what they did and didn't do because they didn't take action quite a few times before. But this person is trusting in their divine guidance, that they're being led to something greater. And with you, Aquarius, they're being led to the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. This king has always intuitively known that you would give them this very happy life, that they could have it all with you, but there was hesitation there. There was doubt. There was second guessing. There was overthinking as to whether this was true or not. Can they really have it all with Aquarius? But God was telling them, you're on the right track. You are being led to the 4 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles. God is always leading us to the 10 of Pentacles, Aquarius. It's a matter of trusting in God and trusting the path. Staying on the path, okay? Not trying to fight it, because God knows better than we do. He's always leading us to the 10 of Pentacles. But it's not an easy route to get there. And this King of Cups is starting to realize this. There's been a lot of battles, a lot of challenges in this journey. But those challenges make you stronger and they make you more resilient, Aquarius. They build character, okay? It helps you to prepare for when you have it all. You're not going to lose it all. Because that's the last thing God wants. He doesn't want you to be destroyed. He'd rather see you disappointed than be destroyed. He would rather have you go through the battles and challenges than you be in complete distress. Okay? So, this King of Cups is moving towards you. They're taking action. They're finding the courage to take action, the willpower, the fortitude to trust in where they're being led towards, to trust in what God is telling them to do. That God is leading them to victory, that they will be successful. Like I said, the pressure cooker, the pressure is too great for them to bear anymore. It's got to be released. All this fire energy, it's lighting them up to take action. This love, this spark that you've given them is giving them inspiration to take action. It's like fueling, adding fuel to the fire here. Because this person cannot hold this in anymore. The path is clear for the King of Cups to move towards you, Aquarius. For the others of you, what did I talk about? You're stressed out. You are overwhelmed. You've got to drop the wands. You're taking on too many responsibilities. And you know it. You've got to learn to receive, Aquarius. I know. I've been through this. I balance it out. I help when I can. But I need to commit to what Jess needs to do. And part of that is my mission work. I haven't felt stress in years because I've learned how to balance my life out. What is priority and what is not. What I need to do now, what I can do later. If I'm taking on too much, okay, like with the readings and stuff or whatever, okay, let me pull back here a little bit. What is really important here, right? My energy is important. My health is important, right? Not that like what I was doing before with my readings was like causing this. It would be like, oh my gosh, I did a 2-hour reading again type of thing. And I'm like, okay, I got to change something up. Even my guys were like, they were testing me. They were trying to test how much I can carry, okay? But this is preparing me for something else because I leveled up with my abilities. So prioritization, okay? Putting yourself on the front burner. Because you gotta avoid, you're stressed out to the max. You're overwhelmed. There's a huge weight on your shoulders, Aquarius. And you've been getting this message for quite some time. You gotta offload. You got to readjust what it is that you're taking on. Some of you, you're working too hard at your job, at the home, everything. You've got to start setting those priorities. Delegate. It's what I told my son. Julian, can you please dry the dishes? There was a compromise there, right? Because I'm like, okay, I'll give you some allowance. If you want to have money for stuff, you got to do things around the house. You've got to help out. This is a family unit. I know for me, I do not like to see my mother do everything. That bothers the shit out of me. So I do what I can. But of course, my mom also has to be responsible for putting herself first, right? And this is not a knock on my mom. But I learned a lot from my mom. Because my mom, she's so nurturing, she's so giving. She has such emotion for things. She feels bad really quickly if she's not there for somebody. She doesn't do something. that's stemming from something from her past, from her subconscious. But I learned this, I haven't had this in a very, 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 very long time. And it's the greatest thing on the planet. I release what doesn't serve me. I reduce all of the other stuff that I have to do. And this is the same for you, Aquarius. You have to set your priorities, and you need to start delegating because you're taking on too many responsibilities. It's a karmic pattern for some of you. You got that from your parents, some of you. It's what I had to cut cords with. I had to stop the karmic pattern, the ancestral pattern. This is ancestral patterns too, of overcommitting myself. I'm not putting myself first. And I've shifted that. And for some of you, this is what you're being asked to do. Some of you are forcing things to happen. You may be very forceful, okay? Because you could be overcome by emotions, right? I talked about in the Libra reading about like the Queen of Cups being like a helicopter parent, someone who's smothering, okay? Someone who cares and loves so deeply, but they're driven by their emotions instead of having head-heart balance. And when you're overly driven by emotions, guys, that gets you into trouble. You make mistakes, you drop the ball, your health starts failing, you become overwhelmed, you become stressed out. Because you feel too much. You've got to balance that out, Aquarius. I'm not saying you can't love as deeply as you do. I'm not saying you can't love that much. What I'm saying is that you've got to find a balance here. And some of you may be trying to force something to happen. Or you're forcing other people to do things. Or you're forcing yourself to do it your way. Or you're forcing a situation to happen, but it's actually causing chaos in the home. I said chaos in the home. I just realized that. I don't know. Well, Aquarius, this is a big thing that you got to work on. This keeps coming up. Okay? I would pray that before Christmas time, you start to really realize what you are currently doing is not helping you, Aquarius, and that's the cold, hard truth here. You've been under a lot of stress for a long time. It's time to start giving to you. You're giving way too much to too many people. And you know it. What guidance do we have for Aquarius, Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you very much. Wow. The darkest hour card came out. There in the void of thy darkness swells the shadow of the soul, swallowing the wickedness into the blackness of its wholeness. Ooh, what I get, the darkest hour, there's some heavy energy here with that 10 of Wands there, okay? Bottom of the deck is gatherings. I talked about family gatherings, did I not? Some of you are already stressing out about the holidays, or you were already stressing out with Thanksgiving. You did everything for Thanksgiving for some of you. Aquarius, I love you to death. I do, but listen to me, please. There's nothing wrong with healthy selfishness. Because for quite a few of you, your health is being affected greatly by this. It's going to take some time, I know. It's going to take a lot of work, but you can do this. Okay? And now with Christmas and New Year's coming up, you're stressing out again. Why? I'm going to post that picture of my Om the holidays. There's a Santa right across the street from my parents. It's an inflatable. He's sitting half lotus position doing Om. Okay, I gotta put that, I knew it. I was gonna do that today, but I definitely have to do it now. Om the holidays, Aquarius. God did not intend for any one of you to get stressed out during this time period. You're here to be happy, healthy, to have fun, to celebrate life, not to be stressed out. It doesn't make any sense. God did not build the human vessel to be stressed. The human body was not made to withstand stress, Aquarius. You've got to work on this. Baby steps, though. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay? Gather, gather, festive witches, speak of joy and drink to wishes. Take one, give two, celebrating all blisses. That's Four of Wands energy. Celebrating life. You're not supposed to be stressed out during the holidays. You're supposed to be with family and friends and enjoying yourself. And if you are seeing everybody having fun and you're not, there's a problem there. I'm going to call it out. I call it as I see it. Light and darkness go hand in hand. Just as the day turns into night, the soul must also go through periods of highs and lows. A low is called the dark night of the soul, a period where you feel lost, confused, and removed from your spirit. Everyone will experience a dark night of the soul at some point, and you will likely experience many over your lifetime. It is common for the darkest night to appear during times of extreme stress and disruption. And while this process isn't pleasant, and you will undoubtedly lose something, things will be for the better when you emerge from the journey. It's part of your spiritual combat training. The darkest hour has appeared because you are being asked to examine what is absolutely necessary for joy. Is it money? Is it love? Is it fame or respect? Imagine being free of it. The darkest hour reminds you that material things are not necessary for happiness. That happiness is something that is available to you with or without material success. You may feel as though you have to be where you are, but that isn't true. What did I talk about? Spiritual bliss as opposed to material bliss, guys. Maybe somebody here is stressing out, spending all this money on stuff for the holidays. You don't need that. I was going through Hobby Lobby with both my aunt and my mom, and I'm seeing, and this is no knock on anybody, seeing all these people buying all these things for Christmas. Now, my lovely mother allowed me to borrow some of her Christmas stuff to decorate my altar for Christmas. So I'm very, very grateful to her. And I'm looking at all these people getting hung up on getting all these things. And I'll be honest with you guys, when I was going through that, because you guys know that I lost practically everything, right? Then I started to realize all the Christmas stuff that I left behind. I gave some to my sister, but some stuff I left behind, I didn't realize it. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. It's material. And I started to say, I was telling one of my members, I said, you know what? I feel a little bit down because I don't have my tree this year. I don't have my own setup in my house anymore. And I'm looking around and I'm like, I felt a little bit down. And then I realized, I said to myself, wait a minute, Jess. You don't need all those things to celebrate Christmas. You don't need all those things to celebrate the holidays. What's important is family, it's friends, it's the gathering, it's the purpose of what Christmas is, what the holidays are. It doesn't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all these things to impress people. Right? And then I was realizing that there was a reason why God had me let go of all that stuff, because that's material. He was helping me to understand the value of family. Not that I didn't value family, but you get my point, right? Being together with family and friends, right? I don't need all of this stuff. Yes, I decorated my altar, but that's because I like to decorate. Okay? I like to have my things, the themes here. However, somebody here with this darkest hour card, what does it say? What is absolutely necessary for joy? Watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. what does Clark Griswold say? Christmas isn't about the trees. It's not about the turkey. It's about family. And at the end, which is one of my favorite moments, when he looks up at the sky and he says, I did it. Because he wanted to have the great Griswold family Christmas, right? But he thought he had to have the lights and the perfect dinner and all these other things. And everything was chaotic. It fell apart. And the tree burned up and everything. I just love the movie. And, you know, it's just, it really shows you what is important during the holidays. And everybody got together, right? Because he knows he's not going to have future Christmases with all of those family members there in one house. It's making the memories, Aquarius. It's not about the material things. It's not about overdoing yourself to have the perfect Thanksgiving, the perfect Christmas, the perfect anything. That's besides the point. And for some of you, it's gotten so stressful that you're at a low point here. It's not necessary. So if you haven't watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, please watch it. If you've watched it before, watch it again. I gotta watch it again. We've already watched it twice here, but this is about exchange gifts and festivity. For our ancestors, every day became a celebration of life. We have lost the drive for survival in this way. Today, social media and the hustle are our main priorities, so much so that it's easy to forget the joy of festivity and celebrate how precious life is. I talked about celebrating life. You don't need material shit to celebrate life, okay? Times may be different than for our ancestors, but that doesn't mean times aren't hard for us too. Lean on your community for support. They are there to lift your spirits when you're down, to celebrate your wins, and to love you just because you exist. This card invites you to spend time with your community. Call on your friends and family or go out and build new relationships. Receiving this card is also a strong sign that 2 is better than 1. Partnerships are favored. 2 or more people will bring a much stronger chance of success for your situation. Additionally, this card tends to come to a reading where large gatherings, such as weddings and births, are imminent. This message is even more significant if you have also pulled the Merriment card. Well, we only have the gatherings card, so large gatherings such as weddings and births are imminent. There is also something about engagements here. Weddings, celebrations. Somebody's getting married soon. Maybe you're having a Christmas wedding and you don't even know it. Alrighty, let's get your wellness message. Oh my Lord Jesus. What wellness message do you have for Aquarius, Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. You're doing too much, Aquarius. Some of you you're overdoing it. Life could be so much happier if you just face the truth. Oh man, is it not? There we go. Expansive. Every day I'm learning new things and expanding into my highest potential. Knowledge is power. Pain and suffering comes great wisdom. Morning rituals. In the mornings, I will take time to tune into myself to set high vibrational rituals that will help me lead a good day. I pay attention to the morning habits that don't serve me and change them for the ones that do. I always say when I get this card, I pray and I meditate for up to 2 hours every morning before my foot hits the floor. Now, if I have to pee, that's different, but you get my point. I connect with God. I get to center. I make sure that my vibration is super high so that when something happens later in the day, if it happens, I'm prepared for it and it doesn't affect me vibrationally as what it would if I didn't do these morning rituals. Now, you can have your own morning rituals, okay, Aquarius? But this is time for your wellness tip to incorporate these into your life to get to a better state of balance because you guys are too stressed out. Some of you. Loving friends. I surround myself with people who inspire me and grow together with me. My friends raise me up and hold me to be the best that I can be. I am loved unconditionally and supported throughout my journey. I release friendships, old friendships, which may be toxic or keeping me stagnant. Okay, some of you got to cut off some family members and cut off some friends who are really weighing you down. Commitment. Oh my God. When we're talking about commitment, this is definitely talking about marriage. This King of Cups wants to commit to you. I am committed to my growth and dreams. I set routines and habits that help me evolve into my fullest potential. Even though I may not see the physical manifestation of my desires, I know they have vibrationally manifested and are on their way to me. Commit to your goals. Prioritize you first, Aquarius. Okay. Oh my God, you guys got the balance card like Libra did. I surround myself with people I love and enjoy my time with them, but I also take time to nurture my relationship with myself. I have found a healthy balance between being with friends and having self-care time. There we have it, Aquarius. Okay, we've got the air signs got a lot of wellness tips this week, okay? So it's time to work on some things, Aquarius. Now, in the extended, okay, we're going to look into what's blocking you right now and how you can overcome these blocks. And we're going to see what's really, really causing this, or aside from what I already channeled, okay? We're going to find out what's blocking you, how to remove those blocks. I'm going to give you some guidance on how to clear that out, okay? And then I'm going to see how your person thinks and feels about you, along with whatever messages your person has to say. Because this King of Cups, they're holding in some stuff. So we're going to look into what he really wants to tell you, what he's been holding you out on, okay? So if we get more marriage cards, then this is totally going to confirm a million times over that there is marriage here. There's an engagement, there's a marriage in the cards here. There's some sort of wedding. Okay, you might even be invited to go to a wedding or something like that. And you might get proposed there or something along those lines. Okay, but if you want to watch the extended, check out the description box below. There are going to be instructions on how to access that. Okay, now if you are interested in viewing all of my extended videos, you can purchase the Plus memberships that I have set up on the Capella memberships page. That link is in the description box as well. If you look at the benefits that are listed, it will tell you unlimited access to all Zodiac extended videos. All right, you will save money with that as opposed to buying each one individually, but that's up to you. Okay, I'm just bringing it out there that I have added new memberships that are Plus memberships that include giving you access to these extended videos. Okay, unlimited access. Don't forget that I am offering 50% off all of my services, all of the things that I have in my Capella service suite. If you use Cyber50 as the coupon code at checkout, that coupon expires December 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can use it as many times as you want. You can also book all of those readings that you feel drawn to book before the coupon expires in advance. I've had a lot of clients who do that. They take advantage of the discount, especially around this time of year, and they book things out for December, January, February, March, something like that, okay? You have the ability to do that if you feel that you need a lot more guidance to kind of give you something for the next 3 months or whatever it is you want to do, okay? So you have the option of doing that. If you have, also, if you want to support me, the work that I do, this channel, so I can keep this going, you can, if you feel drawn, you can make a donation, or you can choose a gift from my Amazon wish list. Those links are in the description box below, all right? Okay, Aquarius, that concludes your reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.